This presentation will focus on fossil fuels, primarily coal, oil, and natural gas, which are considered non-renewables, and will touch on some of the other energy sources that are considered renewable, such as solar, wind, and hydropower. The sun is the ultimate source of all energy on Earth. It powers the wind, the water cycle, and photosynthesis. It also delivered to us the elements that are found in fossil fuels, such as oil, coal, and natural gas, as well as the elements that are found in nuclear fuels, uranium and plutonium. The distinction between a renewable and non-renewable source is how long it takes for that particular source to be formed. Tidal energy, sunlight, biomass are all perpetually renewable in a short period of time, whereas coal, oil, and natural gas take thousands of years, perhaps millions of years to form. On the Earth, our societies have adapted themselves to the use of fossil fuels, oil, coal, and natural gas. Coal and natural gas are primarily used for the generation of electricity. Oil is used primarily for transportation sources, gasoline and diesel fuel. This slide details the formation of fossil fuels, which take hundreds of millions of years to form, longer than man's recorded history. This is why these fuels are considered to be non-renewable sources. Here we see how coal is formed, starting from peat, then to lignite and subbituminous. Takes millions of years. Bituminous and anthracite are higher quality coals and can be used for the generation of electricity. Petroleum, which collectively refers to oil and natural gas, are formed in a similar way that coal is formed. It takes millions of years, and as a result, this source of energy is considered non-renewable. Here we see the workings of a coal-fired electrical generation plant. The chemical energy in coal is turned into heat energy. The heat energy is turned into mechanical energy in the turbine, and the generator takes that mechanical energy and turns it into electrical energy. Natural gas is used for electricity generation, heat, and cooking. As seen by this diagram, there is a wide variety of petroleum products found in the ordinary house. Since fossil fuels are considered a non-renewable resource, it is predicted that they will peak in their use and availability and then start to subside. This graph is very interesting because it was developed by a geologist in 1956 who predicted that about 1970 to 1975 we would reach peak levels and after that suffer a decline. This led to the oil shortages of the 1970s, but then other sources such as oil and gas from shale started to replace the oil and gas that was just being extracted from ground sources. So what is the future for natural gas and oil? You can see by this particular graph the peak in the 1970s and the resurgence that's coming along by the year 2020 to 2025. After which it's predicted that another oil and gas shortage will be occurring unless other unconventional resources can be found.